You know where you are?
This is Nollywoodpicturestv.
A lot of security officials have been watching what's been going on very carefully, and I'll tell you why. The Pakistani government for months now, quite aggressively, has been trying to go.
What's the matter with you? How could you budget on my office like that?
Who is she?
Who?
The girl at the secretary's desk. Who is she?
Oh, Alice. Alice is my new secretary, and she's doing wonders already.
You employed a new secretary? What happened to Amanda? You fired her?
Sit down. No, how can I fire Amanda? Now, how can I? Now, you listen to me. I transferred Amanda to the marketing department. I realized that Amanda read marketing, and leaving her here to work as office secretary is doing disservice to her. So I came to the conclusion that sending her to the marketing department is the best thing we can do. And that's what I did. She's now working in the marketing department.
And what do you know about the new girl?
She started work only this morning, and I think I have to know her with time.
You know nothing about her? And you employed her as a secretary in this office?
Benson, if we have to employ only those we know, now you tell me, who will employ those we don't know?
See, I don't bother myself with things like that. But you've got to understand that this company is unlike others. We can't just employ anybody we see.
Benson, listen to me. You don't have to entertain any fear. That girl is working for me. She is answerable to me. Okay?
This is about appearance, right? Listen, you cannot trust appearance. There's a difference between appearance and reality.
Why are you like this, Benson? I mean, why are you like this? Must you bring philosophy into every single thing? Appearance and reality. Indeed. Very simple thing that has got to do with the secretary working in the office. Please listen to me, Benson. I employed her to work here as a secretary, and I am impressed with what I'm seeing. Please. Thank you.
Amanda, just look at you. I have this feeling that you will never grow old. 15 years after graduation, and you are still looking like an undergraduate. But, you know, my father had this same feelings about you. You know, before he died and I took over his shares of the company.
Yeah, the glory goes to God. He has been really, really wonderful to me.
Let's get straight to the point. Your call was urgent and you sounded frantic. What's the matter?
Sir, the GM has removed me from my office. You know, and I came here because I want you to do something about it. If your father were to be alive, he would do something about it. So please, I want you to do something about it.
But his briefs were decisive. I mean, he has the power to hire whoever he thinks will be beneficial to the company. But he has no power to sack anybody that we have approved.
He did not fire me. He gave me another. But I don't like the job. I just don't like it.
What job did he give you?
He transferred me to the marketing department. I don't like that.
Why?
I have a personal problem with the head of marketing department. I won't be comfortable working under him.
Did the GM give you any reasons why he sent you to the marketing department?
Yeah, he said I read marketing. I mean, that's all. As an office secretary, I was doing very well. And I think I like the job.
If he transferred you to the marketing department because you read marketing, then he's in order. He has not exceeded his powers. You see, I don't want to be seen in interfering with the day-to-day running of the company. You know, most managers feel disgusted when business owners interfere in their day-to-day running of the business. He has not cut your salaries, has he?
No.
Okay. I think you have to take the job. The GM runs the company, and he has reasons for doing what he did.
So you don't get it. The head of marketing department is a habitual philanderer. I mean, he's just an unrepentant humanizer. Trust me, he will make me uncomfortable there. As an office secretary, he used all the tricks to take me to bed. And going to work under him now would be like giving him a direct license for him to mess me up. And I can't take that.
We all know that heads of department use their positions to take advantage of young ladies that work under them. But sincerely, there is nothing we can do about it. Mr. Kauri is a marketing genius. He is the best in town. And we can't afford to discuss his private life. Whatever he does with his private time should not be discussed in the company.
So what are you saying? I mean, what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting I'm going to sleep with Mr. Kauri?
Amanda, all the ladies do it. I can assure you that the action won't even take long. If you have to sleep with Mr. Kauri in order to get the cooperation you need to stand, then do it. But I'm sorry to say this, but you see, we have a credible team running the company. It will amount to killing their spirit and moral if we are seen to interfere in their day-to-day management of the company. Take the job, girl, and do what you have to do.
How many policemen of your rank, or of any rank, even the IG, carry beards like you?
Well, I must say, sir, that I'm about, the only lucky police officer to carry this beard.
You're not giving me credit for my efforts at protecting you and getting you to get away with anything in the police force. How much do I pay you monthly?
You pay me well, sir.
I ask, how much do I pay you every month?
2 million.
The cover you're giving us is not commensurate with what we are paying. And I called you here to register my displeasure in the strongest possible terms.
Well, the truth of the matter, sir, is that there is a serious problem in the office. But I'm doing everything I can to have it sorted out.
My boys are getting impatient with you.
Well, sir, you have to tell them to be a bit more patient, because I'm putting all efforts on the table to have this whole thing worked out.
Look, we want your efforts to be translated into something that can be seen, because I cannot have a mere inspector questioning my business interests in a city that belongs to me, and you will be watching without stopping him.
Oh, I'm going to stop him. I'll stop him, sir. I
You'll
promise
stop him, you sure?
I'll stop him.
My boys are itching. They're itching. They want to get their hands on you. And I will allow them to hit you so hard if you fail to stop that boy from harassing my business in this town.
I was just thinking, sir. If I get him to your side, would you put him in your payroll?
Go and get him to name his prize.
All right. All right, sir.
Watch your back.
I'll talk to him.
Watch your back.
Yes.
Area Commander, watch your back.
I was told you were here yesterday.
Yes, sir, I was.
What can we do for you?
My name is Alice. I'm the daughter of late Richard Enebeli, sir. I was actually searching through my father's belongings, and I saw a letter sent to him by your chambers, informing him of your withdrawal of service and advising him to seek counsel in another law firm. Well, sir, I came here yesterday I saw lots of lawyers, but I personally wanted to speak with you. I wanted to personally ask you if you did sign the letter.
I would like to see the letter if you have it there.
Yes, I do. Here it is.
Thank you. Yes, I signed this letter. And I remember the events that culminated in our decision to withdraw our services.
Can you please let me into these events?
Well, your father was a very difficult man. I'm sorry if you are not happy with that conclusion. No, it was our findings. He was a very cunning man and very economical with facts. I mean, but he wanted to invest large sums of money in a company, and he wanted us to represent him. Our findings revealed that he was not willing to open up. For example, he didn't want to tell us how much he wanted to invest in that company. He will not allow us to involve any member of his family. I mean, he didn't want us to investigate that company, which is the normal practice. And he didn't even, in short, he didn't want us to do anything. All he kept saying was that he would pay us any amount we chose, as long as we kept the business secret. Well, no responsible law firm would like to have anything to do with such a character. Well, and we told him so. But we still try to appeal to him to open up, but all to no avail. So we were left with no option but to withdraw our services. And as soon as he was served the letter, we destroyed our file.
Well, sir, I also found another document in my father's room. The document mentioned millions of money in dollars and also Agrippa Investment Limited. The fascinating thing is that the document is dated 16th of June. According to my mother, my father died on the 18th of June. In between, there was a transaction on the 17th, though that part of the document is completely damaged. But I was wondering, do you think the document and transaction was what my father wanted you to handle for him?
Something is not right.
That's it too.
Ah. Something is not right.
How do you mean, sir?
See, we sent in a letter of withdrawal on the 4th of June. I'm sure he probably went to estate chambers who agreed to represent him. We believe the business transaction was made on the 16th. On the 17th, funds were released to Agrippa. And on the 18th, he died. The same date that those 3 lawyers were blown to smithereens in their office.
Are you confirming my fears that my father was killed illegitimately?
I cannot say. I cannot say. But I know that your father was killed for money. Yes. They killed him. They killed the 3 lawyers who were blown to smithereens, so that everything can die like that.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I must ask. Do you have any idea who would do this or why anyone would do this?
I want to get involved, you know. I believe that it was our withdrawal from the case that saved us. Please, can I keep these documents?
Why?
I want to get to the bottom of this case.
Can I trust you, sir?
My dear, I am a lawyer called to the bar and duly sworn in to serve my clients with ultimate service. Yes, you can trust me.
Very well then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good. I shall commence my own investigations immediately.
I'll be honored.
My pleasure.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
Now, may I know why you refuse to pay into the bank as been instructed?
He ruleth in his powers, and his eyes behold the nations. Let not the rebellious exalt themselves.
Is it me you are preaching to?
Let God arise and his enemies be scattered. Let me ask you one question. You that can only kill the flesh and not the living spirit. Can you constitute yourself into an enemy unto the great God that divided the Red Sea?
He's making reference to the Red Sea. Please, I want to see his red blood.
The ground opened and swallowed Datan and covered the ground of Abiram. The fire was kindled in their midst, and the flame swallowed the wicked.
You are standing there and watching him. I said, I want to see his red blood.
Attack! I command both of you to surrender under the supremacy of the God of war.
What is it? What's the matter? What?
You gave me wrong information.
Wrong information?
Yes.
How? I don't give out wrong information.
That's your Pastor Timothy of what's the name of your church?
Omega Dynamic Word Assembly.
Omega Dynamic Word Assembly. He's not an ordinary man of God, as you made me believe.
What are you talking about? That man is my pastor, and I know him very well. He's currently lusting after all the ladies that sing in our choir.
He's currently lusting after all the women in your church? Let me ask you this question. Has he slept with you?
I'm sorry, Sir Bruno, but I don't understand all these questions. I already told you that Pastor Timothy is my pastor and we can make him pay. Only last Sunday, this man realized over 16 million naira from tithe and offerings. Admittedly, he's a hard nut to crack, but getting him to pay into your account monthly, oh, that is surely good business for the house.
I saw that man in my dream and he looks very dangerous. This business may go wrong and you won't like what I'll do to you, honestly.
Hey, it won't go wrong, okay? You know why? Because I'm fast. And your baby never fails. You know that, right? Won't fail. Trust me. Now come here. Come to bed.
So, my dear, if you are sure you want to marry, then I can assist you get a wife.
Why are you saying a thing like this? Huh? Why would I want a wife when I have someone like you?
You tend to forget that I was married to your brother. Why are you permanently hoping for the impossible?
See, whether permanently or not permanently, I know you are my brother's widow. But I want you to understand that for the fact that my brother is no more is not the end of the road for you. You need a man. You need to marry. You people are saying marry, marry, marry. Now I am ready for marriage. I want to marry you. But the problem is, are you ready to accept me?
God. God. Do not take it as if I am being difficult. The feeling I have for you is very, very different. You should try and understand me.
Good evening, Uncle.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mom.
Yeah.
You returned late today. I hope it's all.
Everything's fine. I actually went to see a lawyer.
A lawyer? Is anybody suing you or you're suing someone?
No, no, Uncle. I actually have a document I wanted him to help me interpret.
Oh, all right, I see.
You're welcome. The choir master came here to complain that we don't attend choir practices anymore. But I told him you will attend tonight.
For what? Can't you see she needs some rest? She's just coming in. Eh? Besides, must everyone be in the choir? Please at least go in and take your shower and rest.
Thank you.
You don't have to give her such advice. Young girls should be encouraged to participate in church activities.
I agree with you. But one has to leave first. She needs some rest. The old women are singing the other day, which means the choir cannot be empty.
You know, do you know the golden rule of management? It says before you tell us how it is done there, you should be able to learn how it is done here. But apparently you don't understand that law.
It depends on what you're talking about, sir.
What I'm talking about is that you should face other police duties. Leave these criminal gangs alone. You see, we met them here. And these are deadly people. I do not want to start fighting criminals with this career of mine. I mean, these are deadly people and they show no mercy.
Are you afraid of the Mafia, sir?
I didn't tell you that I was afraid of the Mafia. How can I be afraid of the Mafia? It's not possible. But you know, discretion, they say, is the better part of valor. I wouldn't want to risk my neck. And of course, the golden rule in politics, if you can't beat them, Inspector Jide, better join them.
The police is not a political body, and it would be madness on our part to surrender under the guardians of political maxims.
You're simply missing, you're missing the point completely. You're missing the point. I want you to know that the police is politics, and politics is the police. I don't ever want you to forget that part as you carry on with your duties.
So what are you saying in essence?
Leave the gang alone. Leave them alone, Inspector Jide. These guys control the economic status of this city. You can't fight them. Oh, okay, I understand you came here to fight them. Yes, but you can't fight them the way you're carrying on. These are deadly people. What I expect you to do is to be friendly with them. Besides, they pay well. That's the only way you can fight them. When you join forces with them, then you can attack. Not in this way you are going on. If you go on like this, they will destroy you, Inspector Jide. I mean, that's just my advice for you.
Do you know the Mafia?
Of course, I wouldn't say that I didn't know the Mafia. I mean, if I told you that I didn't know the Mafia, that of course means that I'm just parading myself as the area commander for nothing. Of course I know the Mafia.
Do you work with the Mafia?
I will not want to be insulted.
So you told me to work with the Mafia. They pay very well and they could destroy. Now if I'm to follow your theory, sir, I want to know who else in the police force works with the Mafia. The reason why I asked you, sir, do you work with the Mafia?
I only know the Mafia.
Can you take me to them?
Yes. Of course I'll take you to the Mafia.
But that depends on if you're ready to play the game. Of course I'll take you to the Mafia. Maybe I say I'm ready. So when do we go?
People carrying out criminal activities.
Good day, sir. You sent for me.
Oh yes, Constable, good day. Sit down, please. Yes. So, when do you close from work today?
7 p.m., sir.
7 p.m. Do you have any appointment after work?
No, I don't. Why do you ask?
Well, I would like to do some talking with you, and as a matter of fact, I'd like to take you out tonight.
Sir, why don't we go to my place? There we can relax and talk properly.
You want me to come to your place?
Yes. Do you have any problem with that?
You don't have a boyfriend who could make a surprise appearance?
No, I don't.
And why, if I may ask?
I don't know why, but I'm telling you the truth. I think the boys are scared of me.
I mean, a beautiful officer like you doesn't have a boyfriend. That's strange.
Sir, maybe you do not understand. Most of the big girls you see around town do not have a boyfriend. And it is not because they do not want to, but because the boys are scared of them.
Really? Well, this is one lecture I would like to hear in better and greater detail, so educate my ignorance.
Sir, you see, the so-called big ladies are searching, praying, dying for companionship. And then the boys are just discussing that they're sleeping around. It would amaze you the kind of guys they date. Hairdressers, barbers, gym instructors, dry cleaners. Well, you cannot blame them because these are the kind of people they are close to, and so they rely on them to make themselves happy.
It's alright. You know what? Why don't you write me your address here? I will come later and then we'll talk in detail.
I'll be waiting.
I will be there. All right then.
You sent for me, sir.
Yes, Alice, sit down. How are you enjoying your job?
Very well, sir.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes,
As in, really sure?
Of course, sir. I am enjoying my job.
I want to give you a small responsibility.
I'm all ears, sir.
The board members, they have approved a facelift for the conference hall. You know, when such minor contracts come up in the company, I normally give to my secretary. So I called you here to ask you, can you handle this?
Yes, sir. I just need to know the content of the contract and the budget you intend to execute the contract with.
Let us say 15 million naira. The contents will include to replace all the plastic chairs in the conference hall with proper furniture. Then the curtains. You have to remove all the curtains, all those aged curtains, and replace with something new, something modern. Maybe the rugs and any other thing that you can replace in the hall to give it a proper facelift. Can you do this?
Yes, I can.
Good. Now, can you drive?
No, sir. No.
That means you have to learn how to drive because you need a car. The company can afford to give you a car, but surely we cannot give you a driver.
Why, thank you so much, sir. I'll simply register with the driving school immediately.
That's good, that's good. Now I want you to close for the day. Go and begin in time to source for the furniture company that will take up the contract.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
I'll expect to see you by tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I beg to be excused.
No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Bye for the day.
Bye, sir.
Good girl. Good girl.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry. Can I talk to you for a minute? I mean, I've actually been looking for you everywhere. I know you're angry with me, but it wasn't my fault.
I have not said anything to anyone to suggest I am angry with you.
He promised me a job. I never knew he was looking at your job. I mean, if I'd lost my job the way you lost yours, I'd be angry with all the parties involved. He said he gave you another job, but I must still say that I am sorry.
It's okay. I must say I love your understanding and maturity. It's really a blessing in disguise. But I'm fine. I'm enjoying my new job more than the one you took from me.
I'm really happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that.
I am Amanda James. And you?
I'm Alice. Alice Richard Nebolisa.
Did you say Richard Nebolisa?
Yes. He was my father. Do you know him?
I don't know him. But I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Where? Please, where?
I presently can't remember. But when I'm relaxed, I'll remember. Don't worry, just call me. Let me give you my card. Just keep in touch with me. I think you're a good friend.
Thank you. And thank you for forgiving me. Bye.
I want to advise you like a friend. Be very, very mindful of Mr. Okafor. He can ask for it right there in the office. And you can't turn him down. I mean, I've lost count of number of times he did same to me.
What? I mean, you can't be serious.
I am telling you what you must experience soon. Apart from that, he's a nice person. I have worked with him for 11 years and I know him very well. Okay? But please, please, don't say I mentioned this.
Oh, no, I mean, of course not. I won't.
Take care of yourself.
We are going to organize all-night deliverance section for all our ladies in the choir.
Why?
I had a revelation. Some of our ladies are not fully converted and sanctified Christians. I saw many of them whining and dining with strange men that looked like occult priests. And when we were asking them to come to our side, they were laughing at us. And they were practically kissing these strange men right before us. And before I know it, it cleared from my eyes. And I then realized I had a revelation.
This is serious. Do you know who you saw?
Yes, I think I saw most of our choir members. My dear, all we have to do is to organize an all-night deliverance section, if possible. Let us invite Pastor Henry. My dear, we have a responsibility to nurture this church, and we cannot afford to give Satan any chance.
This is the best time to tell you what's going on.
Is anything the matter?
Some criminals want me to pay them 5 million naira every month.
What?
They allege that they are the owners of the city. And if I don't come up with that money, they will blow off our church.
I don't know what you think. All I know is that the criminals cannot hold us down. It's not going to happen. Just pick up your phone and call Pastor Henry. Let us start this deliverance section immediately.
Thank you, Lord, because you are God.
My dear, please don't see it as if I am undermining your abilities. But I'm surprised.
I don't know why you are surprised, Uncle. I'm here to offer you a contract.
You said that already. And I do sincerely wonder, what kind of contract?
A contract to effect a facelift in the conference hall of our company.
Are you the one to give such contract, or have you been promoted so soon?
Uncle, are you going to do the contract or not?
Of course, yes, I can handle the contract.
Good. So first thing tomorrow morning, say by 7, I'll come and pick you up, take you to the office, so you can see the conference hall and give us your quotation.
There is no need for you to come. By 6 in the morning, I will be in your house so that we leave from there.
Okay, Uncle. I'll be waiting for you then.
There's no problem.
Bye.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm sure you concluded I wasn't coming again.
No, not at all. I didn't have such thoughts.
Alright then, so where do I sit?
The bed, of course. Oh. Sorry, I don't have a seat.
Are you sure I'm safe on your bed?
Why not? Are you afraid? Come on, sit down.
Alright. Okay.
I don't know, what do I offer you? I have soup. I can quickly make you semovita.
Well, on the contrary, I'm here for something much more serious. The area commander called me into his office today and I was so shocked at what he had to say. I mean, when he told me he was on the payroll of the Mafia, I looked at it as mere rumor. But with him calling me into his office today, I confirmed everything you alleged.
What did he tell you?
Well, he said we should forget about the Mafia. You know, we shouldn't fight them. They could be deadly and they pay very well. I mean, I was so shocked hearing such rubbish from a superior officer. And that's why I came to you to ask you, what do you know about the Mafia?
I know he is their leader. His name is Bruno Lawrence, but the people call him Sir Bruno. He used to come to our station before, but he doesn't come anymore. Most of the companies in the city pay royalties to him. Also, most of the unresolved murder cases have been traced to him. You know, I am beginning to feel that he has an influence on the judiciary. Because if you take a case to court against him, it just keeps dragging, and finally it is not mentioned.
You know, something tells me that we are going to crack down this gang. But my question to you is, are you ready to partner me?
I'm partnering with you already.
That's good to know. I'll be leaving now.
But I thought you were sleeping here.
You want me to sleep in your room? Are you out of your mind?
So you have to be conscious of your personal security. The mafias don't sleep.
You know what? Put on some clothes. Meet me outside. I don't sleep in ladies' rooms, so...
So, Uncle, this is the conference hall. Management actually wants to change these plastic chairs into proper furnishings. The curtains, everything. I think everything. And I was wondering, why would I give this contract to someone else when my own uncle is a furniture maker?
If we remove all these plastics and some other things, what would they do with them?
Honestly, Uncle, I don't know.
This hall could seat at least not less than 400 guests.
How did you know that?
I know the measurement because it's my profession. And to implement a perfect facelift for this hall will cost your company not less than 6 million naira. Yes, 6 million. Did my proposal meet your budget?
Well, I'll just sit back. You write your proposal, bring it across to me, and then I'll seek approval for you.
No problem. If I get the money today or tomorrow, by the middle of the month, I will round off the contract.
I'll see what I can do. So shall we?
There's no problem. I thank you very much. Before noon, I'll be back. I'll never disappoint you. Okay.
How far have you gone with the contract?
It's all going well, sir. I also intend to paint the conference hall in and out. Not to worry, sir. That's inclusive of the 15 million naira budget.
I want to get it. You want to paint the conference hall and it's part of the 15 million naira?
Yes, sir.
That's good. I think I like this. You know, every other day you come up with something that makes me to like you the more. I'm impressed.
Thank you so much.
I call you actually to tell you that your check is ready with the accountant.
Oh.
You may collect.
Thank you
anytime.
Thank you so much. I honestly appreciate the confidence you have in me.
No problem.
You're welcome. Honored, sir.
Go back to work.
Thank you. May I?
No, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
I understand you're a lawyer.
That is correct.
So what can I do for you?
I understand you're one man who is determined to crush all criminal gangs terrorizing the city.
And who told you so?
I am a practicing lawyer, not just one with a certificate. And in practicing, you get exposed to information. I know that lawyers respect you a lot. And they talk good about you.
Well, I must say I am honored and encouraged to getting this information from you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. There was this case where 3 lawyers got blown up in their office. Nothing could be identified. And the final police report said that there was an explosive device in the office and that a wrong electrical wire caused the fire that ignited the device.
If that was the police report, then why are you telling me this now?
Because I am now in possession of certain facts that make me believe that the police report was a cover-up.
How do you mean?
A man approached me and wanted me to my chambers to represent him in a business deal. We agreed. But very soon we realized he was not trustworthy. He was very economical with facts. He will not allow anybody to be his witness, even his family. He rejected, said it was not necessary. He wouldn't tell us the name of the company he was dealing with, where it domiciled, the country, the amount involved. No, but at the same time, he was offering to pay us double what we agreed if we kept the business secret. So we wrote him a letter asking him to look for another chambers. That was on the 4th. 3 days ago, the daughter of the man wanted to verify from me if I signed that. And he also brought that one. Apparently, after we cut our ties with him, he approached Estate Chambers. They agreed to handle his business, and they signed an agreement on the 16th. On the 17th, the man released $1.5 million to the other company, Agrippa Investment Limited. And on the 18th, boom! The explosion. But what aroused my curiosity most was the fact that this girl said that her father died on the same 18th. Before then, I had trusted the police report, but not anymore.
Well, sir, I must say that this case is worthy of my attention.
Yes, I honestly and sincerely believe so. You know, I believe that this is the work or the handiwork of the Mafia. Yes. There has been a massive cover-up that we should unearth.
Have you discussed this with any police officer, sir?
I am a practicing lawyer, and we don't like police very much. Present company accepted, of course. No, I haven't told any police officer, neither do I intend to tell any other police officer.
All right. Do you have other copies of this document?
Yes.
Okay, I will keep these documents. I'll retain these ones. And if I may have your card, please.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Yes, all right then. I'll visit you in your office. Huh?
Good. Good. I like that.
Okay. And please don't come back here.
What?
It could be dangerous.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll keep in touch.
Thank you very much.
How are you finding your new job?
It's awesome. It's lovely. In fact, they asked me to go learn how to drive because they want to give me an official car.
He made the same offer to me, but I rejected it.
Why?
You see, our society has a very funny way of looking at a single girl who has a car. I mean, they see her as a loose girl, as a corporate prostitute, so...
I mean, do you think I was excited about the offer? Maybe I'll just refuse it.
No, you don't have to. I mean, we don't share the same conviction. It even appears that I was wrong.
Why'd you say that?
Up till now, I am still not married. It therefore follows that the car I rejected was a mistake. So you can go ahead and take the car. I mean, it's your luck.
Thank you. Amanda, you promised to tell me what you knew about my father. Please, where did you see that name, or what do you remember?
I still have not remembered where I saw that name. But I promise you, if I remember, I'll come and tell you.
Please, I'm really eager to know. Try and remember.
Don't worry, I'm doing my best.
I know. Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you. I'm having so much fun, although there's lots of work to do, but
don't worry, you get used to it.
Yeah, I hope I get used to it. Sorry.
Please hold on. Where were you last night?
Sir, in my room, sir.
In your room? Have you been enjoying the best of health lately?
Yes, sir. My health is sound, sir.
Then why have you been sleeping on the counter?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
I know it won't happen again. Because if it does happen, I'll make sure I keep you under the sun for hours. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Now you, get me police records of June, July, August 1987. Take your time and bring them to my office, okay?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Hey, take my car to Yakubu. Tell him to fix my valves. Alright?
I came to find out how far you have gone, sir.
Well, my dear, we are making some progress. Yes. That is all I can say at the moment.
Well, sir, I wanted to ask if you needed money to motivate you into real action.
No, my dear, we don't need money. But if you have surplus and you wish to give us your support, oh, we shall be most grateful.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to know who killed my father.
Yes. Yes, of course. Of course. Do you know that Agrippa is a company that has metamorphosed into A and D where you work?
Of course I know.
So, what are you doing about getting into the archives and looking around to see what you can get there?
I don't even know where the archive is.
Are you not the personal assistant to the general manager?
Yes.
Well, what about his drawers, his files, his cupboards, anything, anywhere? See what you can get.
I'll try. I'll try and I'll come back here once I get something.
Good, good. Ask your mother, was there a death certificate?
There was a death certificate, surely. I mean, I've seen it once in my mother's room.
Good, I'd like a copy.
I will get you a copy.
Good, good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's nice to meet you again.
And thank you for the money.
You're welcome, sir. Very welcome.
Thank you.
I'll take my leave.
Searching till I find the truth. I will keep searching till I get to the root. Justice is all I seek.
Oh yes, everything is going according to plan, sir. Alright, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes.
These are the reports, sir. I have reason to believe the June report was tampered with. Some of the pages are missing, and then there are glaring discrepancies in the page arrangements.
Oh, good, very good. You may go now, I'll send for you later.
Are we going out tonight?
No, we are not. Come back here. Look, Zainab, I see you as an officer with great potentials. Don't allow sentiments to becloud your expected rise. What we share is mature, private and civil. You don't have to bring that into this forced environment. Do you understand me? Please.
I'm sorry, sir.
Good. Learn to behave as an officer that you are. Alright? I'll send for you later. Thank you.
How did you bump into my office like that?
I'm sorry, sir.
You better be. Anyway, I I wanted to remind you of our appointment tonight.
The meeting with the Mafia?
Of course, the meeting with the Mafia.
I'm sorry, I'm not going, sir.
Why? I mean, what's your problem? Well, I've already informed them that we are coming. They are waiting for us.
You're a compromised officer, I am not. You wine and dine with the same people you empowered to arrest and prosecute for the interest of national peace and order. I am not holding any meeting with your Mafia. And when you see them, tell them Inspector Jide is on their trail and watching them very closely.
You want to die? Hmm? You want to wage war with a gang that have sophisticated weapons, huh? Okay.
I also have reasons to believe that you tampered with the police report of June 1987.
What are you talking about?
Your so-called Mafia blew 3 lawyers to shreds June 1987. 1987 June, another man was deceived into investing $1.5 million into a particular company. Now, the company that received this money metamorphosed into another company June 1987. Now, the reports you have here doesn't show any of such information. And I have reasons to believe that the police report has been tampered with. Reason why I ask you, sir, is this not the reason why you don't want to get transferred? You want to retire in the city?
You know, a lot of times you fail to realize that you're just an inspector. An ordinary inspector.
You're my immediate boss, yes. But you and I know that we are answerable to superior officers in the force headquarters. Now I want the torn pages of the police report, else you face our superior officers.
Inspector Jide, are you threatening me?
You're already a threat to the image of the police force. And need I remind you, sir, I am not answerable to you. Sir.
This is the check of 5 million naira, uncle. You can go and claim the money tomorrow. Please, I want to beg you not to disappoint me. The AGM comes up in 2 months. I want a perfect job.
5 million naira. Hey, you talk if I just say amen. Hey, Alice, you have done your own. Just leave the rest for me. My promise to you is that I will finish in just a month.
That will make me very happy.
5 million.
I should take my leave now.
There's no problem.
I will keep searching till I find the truth. I will keep searching till I get to the root. Justice is all I seek to quench my curiosity. I will keep searching till I find the truth.
Good afternoon, Uncle.
Ah, good afternoon. You're welcome. Please sit down.
Thank you very much.
Let me get you something to eat. I've just prepared something.
No.
What?
Thank you.
No.
When I get home.
It's been long you came to visit me, you know that. So what's the problem?
No, Uncle, no. I actually came to ask if you still do painting contracts.
Contracts? You see, contract is my business. Apart from painting, as long as the contract pays, I can do it till that.
Actually, Uncle, my company wants to give the conference hall a facelift in preparation for the AGM coming up in 2 months. So, I was wondering if you could take up the painting contract.
Yeah, painting aspect of it. Is it only painting contracts?
Yes, there are other contracts, but I gave them to Uncle Gilbert. I specifically reserved the painting contract for you.
All right. So, how much are they paying?
What is your price, Uncle?
Would they want to paint it with real paint or those paint made in the barracks?
The company wants the best.
Okay. Is it going to be outside alone or inside and outside?
In and out, Uncle. Including the fence leading to the conference hall. You know the place.
Yeah. The conference hall. Okay. Take this. The painting will cost 800,000.
Okay. That means you have to come to my office tomorrow. I'll give you a check of $1 million so you can start up immediately.
Alex, you see, this kind of contract brings out the best in me. And because of this, tomorrow morning first thing, I'll use my money, get the paints and the painters. And I assure you, in 3 days, it is done.
That will be awesome. But I honestly have to take my leave now.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Uncle, bye.
Thank you, my dear. Extend my greetings.
Okay, Uncle. Wow.
Just walked out. Until I say, yes, I don't want anybody to leave here because I know that people are watching us. You understand?
It is.
Where is the inspector?
Sir, there is fire on the mountain. There is problem everywhere.
What do you mean there's fire on the mountain? Huh? You got me out here at this ungodly hour and you're not telling me there's fire on the mountain. Eh? What the hell are you talking about?
Sir, there is fire on the mountain means that the inspector has refused to come with me.
Look at you. You are an area commander on paper, but in real life, you are nobody. Nothing. You can't even handle an ordinary inspector.
Sir.
Huh?
That inspector is not ordinary.
Meaning what?
Meaning he uses spiritual powers. He uses mystical powers. I don't understand his ability to uncover the truth. Even hidden things. Just this evening he was asking me about the June 1987 event. He knows the deaths that occurred in that month. He knows about the money. In fact, he knows the exact amount. And for your information, sir, he knows about the company. I mean, it takes a man with spiritual powers to know all of that.
How dare you? How dare you reveal such vital information? How dare you allow such information to leak out? How?
No. I didn't leak any information. That information didn't leak from my office. We covered everything. It couldn't have leaked from my office. He uses spiritual powers.
Look, I'm ashamed of you. I pay you good money to cover my ass. 2 million naira every month that you collect, and you cannot do anything with it. Huh? Now listen to me. Go and search for that source of information and kill that person. Are you listening to me? Human beings give information to that inspector. Go and look for whoever it is and terminate it from the source now. Because if you don't do so, I will kill you. And I'm giving you 3 days. 3 days to do so. Or else you are dead.
Okay, sir. I will do my best. I will do my best. I will do my best.
To my perpetual control of this city. We want to understand the simple thing about this whole thing. A group like ours.
Can any of you here tell me the true meaning of the rule of law?
You are a fool. That's what you are. An idiot. For you to stand there and begin to ask me that stupid question. I am the law.
You're not. I am a trained police officer commissioned to save lives and property. You made me compromise that position. I'm here to announce to you that you must pay for that.
Boys, I want you to grip this idiot, take him to a secluded area, and teach him to know that I am the law in this city. Fool, you shot my man? And I'm gonna kill you.
You know, it's so good that you killed them. For me. I mean, for us too. Now I can get to work for you, just like I always wanted. Huh. Okay.
Stop there! You know, you want to work for me? I just know that it's people like you that make the gospel of Jesus Christ so cheap. Okay. You want to work for me? What have I gotten myself into? Am I truly a police officer? I compromised myself. I compromised my position. Is this life worth living? I shot myself. Why on earth did I start to fool around with these evil men? I am not going to allow them to destroy me. I won't sit and watch them destroy me. It is fire for fire.
Well, young lady, what can I do for you? What are you doing?
Do you like what you see, Pastor?
Do you realize I'm a man of God?
Man of God. You see, Pastor, there are things that happen in the church that ordinary members don't get to hear. One of such, I want us to experience now.
Look, young lady, you have fallen prey to the antics of Satan. You should surrender under the power of heaven, the supremacy of God.